everybody, I hope you're well. Our first celebration of 2022, very exciting. Yeah, we've got loads of people today, so let's get busy, let's get started. So I'll just shift myself down, a little bit out of the way, and we'll have a look. So first up today is Albert in Al's class. He's done some great artwork this week, and I'm sure you agree that this is fantastic. He's been painting people who help us and houses for the local history work that they've been looking at. He always produces very detailed paintings, which often inspire others to improve their work as well. So that's amazing. Can we give Albert a big round of applause, please? Well done, Albert. Next up, we have Oakley. And Oakley, as you can see, is an excellent learner because he's trying really hard. And he tries really hard at everything he does. Oakley loves to take part in all the independent activities, and he often asks for extra work to do. As a result, his handwriting has improved no end, and you can see this in the picture. It says, "I can see a policeman." He wrote this completely on his own. And he's added some sound buttons as well, like they'd use in phonics. So that's great. Can we give Oakley a big round of applause, please? Well done, Oakley. Next up is Summer. And Summer has been working so hard this term from Blackbirds. She has been engaged in all the learning and trying her best. Here's some maths work where they're exploring teen numbers and how they're made. Summer did this independently and used different resources to make 11. She's also been trying very hard with her writing. She sounds out the words orally and writes down the sounds she hears. Here she's written, "I can see a police van," because the police did come and visit. So that's amazing. Can we give Summer a big round of applause, please? Well done, Summer. Moving on to Chaffinch class, and this one's for Henry. They've been learning about Victorian classrooms and schools, which is good because this is a Victorian school where we come to now. Henry has been showing excellence through his learning and listening, particularly on the carpet, and also with his attention to detail in the work that he does. Henry thought carefully about what to include in this picture and paid close attention in his colouring skills to keep his work neat. And it is amazing. It's a great example of what a Victorian classroom could look like. Can we give Henry a big round of applause, please? Well done, Henry. Moving on, and we're off to woodpeckers. And this was for Jacob. He's been doing lots of reading at home, and he's demonstrated heaps of enthusiasm about his non-fiction book when reading this week. He asked his own questions to help him deepen his understanding of the text. And that's amazing. And it's great because you do need to develop your reading. You need to get good at reading. And that's one of the most important things in primary school that you will learn is how to read. So I think Jacob, because of all the effort he's putting in, deserves a big round of applause. Well done, Jacob. Next up is Ollie in Kingfishers. He has shown excellence in his written work, and you can see that next to me there. He's been working really hard to include adjectives in his writing with great success, and there you can see them highlighted in pink. Those are the adjectives he did, and that's great. The good way to make your writing better is to include those descriptive words. So can we give Ollie a big round of applause, please? Well done, Ollie. Okay, moving on to year 2, and we've got Fabien in Mallard's class. Fabien has demonstrated resilience and perseverance in his attitude towards his learning. That means he doesn't give up easily. Even when he has found learning challenging, he has remained positive and ensures he stays on task doing the job that he needs to do. By trying his best, he is making real strides in his learning, so he's improving a lot. This is reflected in his engagement with homework, spellings, and his curiosity of the world around him. He's always full of questions and is a fantastic problem solver. That's amazing. Can we give Fabien a big round of applause, please? Well done, Fabien. Moving on to swans. And Swan's class, we've got Ruby. Ruby is an excellent learner because she listens well and completes all tasks to the best of her ability. Miss Griffiths noticed that in Power Maths she works fast and with focus to finish the work set. And you can see this in her Power Maths here. Well, I think Ruby, for trying so hard and for listening well, deserves a big round of applause. Well done, Ruby. Moving on to Puffin's class, we've got Elijah and Chantelia. They're getting the award this week for their writing. They showed great reciprocity when peer assessing. So what they did is they looked at each other's work and they looked at what they thought was good about it and what needed improving. So they edited their work as partners and worked so well to edit and improve their persuasive writing. And that's great, and you can see the way that they're setting their work out. Really good stuff. So can we give Elijah and Chantelia a big round of applause? Well done, Elijah and Chantelia. Next up, and we've got Robert in Ravens. He has shown resilience with a new method of multiplication. They have been learning about multiplying a 2-digit number, so two digits like 23, by a 1-digit number like 4. And he's shown a lot of patience and resilience with this new method. Throughout the week, he has been focusing and not giving up, even when the new extended column multiplication method was introduced. So even when something brand new, which was really tricky, was introduced, he tried his best and got on with it. And that's amazing. I think we need to give Robert a big round of applause, please. So well done, Robert. In Buzzard's class, the award this week goes to Florence. During Local History Week, they were looking at the lives of local children in Victorian times. And they learned that many children would have worked in coal mines around Kingswood. They drew self-portraits using charcoal to reflect how children would have looked, with shading techniques to emphasise the texture of coal-smeared faces. Florence excelled in this and produced a great portrait. Well, Florence, sadly I don't have a picture of your portrait, but I'm going to come up and have a look at it today. And yes, Florence, it's great that you're showing excellence in the work that you're doing and engaging so well with the topics that we've got for you. So that's brilliant. Can we give Florence a big round of applause? Well done, Florence. Okay, Swifts this week, all of Swifts have been shown how resourceful they are at adapting to changes in the way that they have to work as a result of the problems with the school network. And you know that we had no computers for about 4 days, I think it was. Jiayu has really stood out from the class and has set a brilliant example of not only has he shown he can use what he has learned before to succeed in his new learning, but he's also shown how systematic and organised you can be with your work. The result is something that Jiayu can be very proud of. And yeah, it must be. It was difficult, wasn't it, when we didn't have the internet and we couldn't access things on our network. I know I found it difficult, and I know that the teachers did, and as a result you did. But you did very well, and Jiayu, well done for organising and doing your work like this. Can we give Jiayu a big round of applause, please? Up to year 4 now, and we have Zion in Heron's class. They've just started reading The Legend of Podkin One Ear, and Zion is so enthusiastic about it. This has been reflected in his attitude towards putting his hand up and thinking about his answers, using his wider knowledge and experiences and linking them to what we are reading in class. This can be seen in Zion's writing, which has been really strong and shows excellent understanding. And you can see all that pink highlighting. That means that there's some really good stuff in that writing. So Zion, I'm really pleased you're enjoying the book, and I'm really pleased you're using the book as a way of getting better at writing, which is what we want you to do. So can we give Zion a big round of applause? Well done, Zion. In Starling's class, they've been looking at their new book, The Legend of Podkin One Ear, and they were introduced to one of the terrifying enemies in the stories, the Gorm. And Roshan has produced a fantastic illustrated report on the origins, appearance and behaviour of these terrifying creatures. And he used vocabulary from the text to enhance his own ideas. And you can see that work behind me. You can see his illustration that he's done, and you can see all the writing that he's done. And Roshan, this is really good stuff. Just like Zion, you are using a really great story that's been shared with your class to come up with some amazing stuff. And it is amazing. So can we give Roshan a big round of applause, please? Well done, Roshan. Now, this week, the award in Goldcrests goes to everybody. Because Goldcrests, I know that you've had a bit of a tricky start to the year because your teacher sadly has been away, and your teacher's going to be away this week. But what I would say is that last week what you did is you showed great respect for the different adults that were working in your room. I know it's difficult when we have different people working with us, but you just got on with it. And you produce great work, and you maintain and you have good relationships with each other, and you've now got good relationships with another adult around the school. So can we give the whole of Goldcrests a big round of applause? Well done, Goldcrests. This week, the award in Dove's class goes to Harlan. Harlan has been increasing efforts with his writing. He's worked hard to improve his handwriting, and he's responded to advice to edit his work. When they were practicing using relative clauses, he realised he hasn't used one yet, and he found a space to add another one in. He had written, "He has been turned into the police station for some personal questions that cannot be released to the public, only family." What a great sentence. We were writing a newspaper report this week, so this was some brilliant thinking. And I was lucky enough to go into a Year 5 classroom and see some of the work that you were doing on the Cock Road gang and and you were writing a newspaper report about it. And I thought that what you were doing was so great. So Harlan, I'm going to come and have a look at your book. I'd love to see what you've been doing. But you deserve a big round of applause for putting that effort in. So can we give Harlan a big round of applause, please? Well done, Harlan. Following on from that, we've got Asma in Osprey's class, and they were making counterfeit, which is fake coins, like they used to do in this area in Kingswood Forest in the 1800s. Asma has shown great resourcefulness when making her coin. She listened carefully to the instructions, learning lots of new words in English. She carefully created a mould and then used sandpaper and a sharp tool to engrave her coin before painting it. And you can see there that it's got the Queen's head on and a crown. That's amazing. Can we give Asma a massive round of applause? Well done, Asma. Razorbill's award this week goes to two people. It goes to Reniko and Makai. Miss Kuma says she couldn't choose one of them because they both put in a wonderful amount of effort into their learning. So Makai has been focused and working hard in English, and in turn, his writing is greatly improving. He even asked to stay in and write more when the English lesson was over. Reniko found maths lessons on short division quite tricky. It can be. But he took the initiative and asked for support in his learning. Reniko put an amazing amount of effort into going over the problems with me that he found tricky. And by the end of the lesson, he was not only successfully solving problems, but giving himself his own challenge problems to solve. So those are two boys in Year 5 who are showing excellence, one in English and one in maths, with their attitudes to their learning. So can we give Reniko and Makai a big round of applause, please? Well done, you both. So moving on to Year 6, and the award in Eagle's class goes to Mischa, and she gets it for fantastic descriptive writing. They have, in Year 6, they've started reading The Invention of Hugo Cabret. In this piece, Mischa worked really hard to include powerful descriptive language to bring the setting of the train station alive, as using show, not tell, to portray how the main character of Hugo was feeling. And you can see all those pink highlights are all the things that she's done really well. So she's showing in her writing, not telling. And that's really important. Makes your writing really good quality. So can we give Mischa a big round of applause? Well done, Mischa. Now, Sandpipers, like all of Year 6, have started going swimming to Kingswood Pool. This pool here. It's one of the only pools in Bristol left with high diving boards. Whoa, very exciting. And they deserve, the whole of Sandpipers deserve the award this week for their fantastic behaviour and effort in their swimming session. The coach driver commented on how good the behaviour of the class was when they were on the coach on the way there. They were respectful and they showed perseverance in the pool. All members of the class encouraged their peers and were patient with one another. It's great to see that you are showing that respect, not only in school, but when you go to other places as well. And that's amazing. And I'm very proud of what you've done. So can we give all of Sandpipers class a big round of applause, please? Well done. And lastly today, and not least, we've got somebody from Magpie's class, and it is Baran. Baran, your approach to learning has been so positive so far this year. And I know, and your teacher knows that you're giving 100% in every lesson. The effort you are putting in is evident in the standard of work you are producing, and much like Arbot 4, you are always confident to ask for help if you need it, but you can use other people around you as well, and you're working well independently, but getting the support of others. So, Miss Rob would like to say, keep up the hard work, it's not going unnoticed. And Baran, I'd like to say, well done. It's great to see that you're putting the effort in. Can we give Baran a big round of applause, please? Well done, Baran. Okay, so that is our celebration assembly. Ooh, there I am. Sorry, I'm being funny again, being strange. There is our celebration assembly over. Thank you to those people who've got the awards, and hopefully we will have some more awards this week. So it could be you, fingers crossed. Make sure that you are showing respect. Make sure you are showing excellence around the school, because it is really, really important that you do that. And yeah, have a great break, and I'll see you around the school. Take lots of care. Bye. Ooh. Bow, 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 bow.